Hello, my friends. I am Rob, the Dungeon Tutor, also known as Omnisci on YouTube. Today is the last day of August, which makes it the last day of RPGaDay. Yes, I know. It's a sad day in its own way, but it also is a liberating day because it's going to free me up to make more time to make other videos other than RPGaDay, which I'm okay with. The rest of the stuff kind of takes a hiatus for a month, but it's fine. It's fine. Today is that last day, though, and the question is actually diabolically simple. When did you first start taking part in RPGaDay? August 1st, 2016. Easy, done, see? Until next time. No, we're not going to do that. I think it is nice to take a little bit of a retrospective, though, into RPGaDay. I am a latecomer to RPGaDay. I have been doing this for a while, but when I started, it was already kind of starting to lose steam. I joined the group RPGaDay, and I was told that when I got there, most of the vibrant people who were in there, the ones who posted a lot of content, the ones who inspired a lot of video responses to each other's content, had left, because groups like that generally tend to break apart after a while. Somebody gets their nose out of joint, they leave, they take all of their creative content with them, so there's nothing more. And if you go to RPGaDay today, it really isn't much there. Just a few people promoting their videos, and that's about it. Every once in a while a topic gets out there, but half of those people either don't care or are kind of toxic these days, so I almost never go back to RPGaDay. RPGaDay. I still have a few people who are there, but again, they rarely post. But when I was there, it was at the tail end, and there was still a number of people that I think I was led there by, or maybe I met him there, but one of my friends, Tim, Samwise7 Harper. His YouTube post is Samwise7. And he was one of those guys who was really, really excited about gaming and really, really excited about making videos. And he loved looking at everybody else's videos. As a matter of fact, he's still great at popping up and saying, hey, I found this new channel today. And when he went off and made his own group, he asked me to come along, which I was flattered. And then he made me an admin, which made me sad, because sometimes people are bad actors, even in a group where you hope it's curated. That's all I can say. So I don't even post there anymore, because some of the people just claws out, even if you're trying to put out something wholesome and friendly and helpful. I just said, okay, I'm not posting anymore. I'll just administrate it so nobody does anything toxic, and that's all I do. Sad, true. But when the RPGaDay first started, as I heard it, it was a group dedicated to making video responses to each other, continuing to make content that helped each other's channels grow because you were communicating with other exciting RPG video creators, and you were building a community together where all the boats were lifted as the water rose. So some of those groups, as a matter of fact, many of those groups that try to do things like that fall apart to bickering very quickly. The RPGaDay did that, but it did take a few years. And a couple of good things did come out of the RPGaDay. Number one, I would say, was the RPGaDay convention that they had. They had a virtual convention with the express interest of making money for Child's Play, a very nice charity to help out sick kids in hospitals. I have nothing bad to say about Child's Play. I think they're great. And they're pretty transparent in where the money goes, so I'm not really worried that a lot of that is getting salted away to pay the company's expenses and pay a couple of salaries here and there, and like some charities do. But many things happen, and the Brigade Con, changed hands and just kind of, as far as I know, has faded. It was called Con Plus One at one point. Nice people were behind it, but just I don't think they had staying power. So I think that con has pretty much died off. But that was a good thing. They did manage to raise quite a bit of money for charity. I remember only one year that I was able to participate, but it was a good time. The other thing that I know for a fact is RPGaDay. There's still one of the people who was there, who was one of the founding members, as far as I know, of the RPG Brigade. He goes by the channel Runeslinger. Name's Anthony, nice guy. And he is really still the driving force of RPGaDay. I'm sure he's getting some help from people. I hope he does. I hope he is. But as far as a movement goes, you need somebody to carry the banner. And I think he's doing that. And the last few years, there really hasn't been a drop-off. It's been pretty solid since Autocratic, as far as I know, stepped away from doing it and let Anthony take over. And it's been straight on solid. So that's pretty cool that's come about. And of course, I've had a number of different groups drift across my horizons. I believe I met my friend Rick Hilliard from the site Your Seat at the Table on YouTube through the RPG Brigade. Anthony, of course, I met him. Nice guy, straight shooter. I think I met the folks at Red Dice Diaries there as well. And again, they put out good content. But now it's mostly used for people to advertise their YouTube videos. And, I just stopped watching it. So, rest in peace, RPG Brigade. I know you're still going along, but you're a shambling shell of what you used to be. Hopefully, maybe someday I'll find a group that does what the RPG Brigade did, with a strong sense of social connectedness and goodwill. But haven't found one lately. Mostly I've been trying to help people out from these RPG resource groups for game masters or players, and that's been kind of rewarding, but it's not been a path that's found me a nice altruistic group like the RPG Brigade used to be, where again people can inspire each other and make cool videos and get lots of friends very quickly by doing that kind of community work. So, sadness. But yeah, 2016, 6 years of doing this. It's been quite a ride. I'm not going to say I'm wildly successful. There's a number of people who started around the same time I did. They've had a lot more work to put into it than I've had a chance to. But honestly, it's not been bad. I love being in front of a camera. I love making videos. I don't love editing. Which you can probably tell. These are mostly one-take videos. I don't do a great deal of editing, but I always do at least a touch of it. Try to cut out the pauses and breaks and stuff and make it viewable. But, yeah, I'm gonna say, it's another year. I got here, I'm like, God, thank goodness. Now I can make some good Lair of Omnissiah videos. Maybe I can make an Ask the Wizard video. Maybe I can make some more masterclass videos for my Dungeon Tutor series. By the way, Dungeon Tutor on Facebook, that's me. Do that too. Most of my work is going to be in the Dungeon Tutor stuff because I really want to help people who are trying to muddle through gaming. I want to be a resource for them. So that's really what I'm passionate about. And that's where most of my work is going. But I still like to make stuff on the Lair of Omnissiah too. Just for fun. I don't get paid for this. This is just me and my hobby. So, but thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. I hope you've seen all of the RPGaDay questions. We had some really good ones this year. We really did. There's always some lulls that go through these questions. Lack of energy on my part. Maybe I didn't engage with the subject quite as thoroughly, but I thought this one was really good because I think that the questions were more autobiographical and were prompts, again, to get us to open up about ourselves and our journeys and our experiences, which I think was really good, really helpful. I don't mind talking about me too often. So, but I thank you for joining me. If you are interested in any of the stuff that I've talked about, feel free, comment on any channel. I'll be glad to respond, maybe make a video based on what you've asked. Certainly would not mind doing that. But if you have going forward, if you have a game that you're interested in, if you have a mechanic you're puzzled about, if you're interested in the impact of another edition of Dungeons & Dragons coming out, and you want somebody who has been in the game industry for over 35 years, watching all these changes and ebbs and flows and tides, and is not just interested in Dungeons & Dragons, but a wide variety of games, by all means, look me up. I'd be happy to show you what I know, or do the research for you in some cases. Would do that with a big smile on my face. Until next time, my friends, thank you one more time from the lair of Omnisci to you, wherever you may find these videos. Farewell.